Just making a short video after watching the earthquake energy forecast update, ignoring the silly idiots while I focus. Yeah, read the pen carefully. Right, ignore the fingernails and what's underneath it. Read the writing that's on there. I'm going to write a link now on the back of the paperwork. Because I'm heavily censored and words go missing. So I'm going to write a link so other people can see clearly, including the BGS. So the Crown Protector can do his job properly and keep the UK safe without panicking the herd, as they say, right? So I can't put the full address because it's about censorship, yeah, by the government. And those idiots that are distracting the public. Right? I think this is the correct way of spelling it. I'm sure my teacher will correct me if I'm wrong. You can look her up and find that app on there. There's a free version, a basic version, or you can pay. I think the last time I bought one, I've bought plenty of them over the years to learn from. Right? You can find it in the search engines. There's a free app just to check it out and try it out. And I think the paid version is about $20, which I'm not sure of the exchange rate at the moment. So you'll have to weigh up that. One app I bought was a lot cheaper. Price went up a little bit due to exchange rates. Yeah. But with the computers that broke down or gone wrong, for whatever reason, over the years, you have to allow for fluctuations in the money system, don't you? So sometimes it's cheaper, it all depends on what the dollar is against the pound. Yeah. I've already given a heads up to friends in Iceland because there's energy coming from Canada when it works its way round the craton. There's also energy heading the UK way from the Romanian craton bit. There's also a prophecy, what the Italians are aware of, about the 3 days of darkness. So if they know it's coming, they can take preventative measures to save the national grid, which is siphoning energy off my solar panels up there at the moment. Yeah? While the rats run in the bunkers. Right? Correct? Because that's powering that, keeping them safe down there. Alright? Out in the garden now is a natural Faraday cage, which is earthed, isn't it? It's a metal A-frame that's grounded. A human sitting on that bench, barefooted, would be grounded as well, wouldn't it? If it was barefoot, because the energy travels through the human into the earth. Right? That known, if anything happens earthquake-wise to property, then you get what I'm saying. You have a safe place to go for your animals and yourself. Like an anarch key. The dogs in the neighbourhood all become early warning systems. So trust the dog's barking noises. If you have cats, watch your cat's behaviour, because they'll give you the advance warning of what's coming. They sense it coming through the ground with their senses. Correct? Right, so pay attention, don't panic. Right, have a plan, like the forecast said. If you've been lucky enough to have your cameras charged up, you'll be able to see all that. Take pictures. If it arcs out electrical devices, you go old school. Get the old type cameras out and take photos to show people when it all goes back to normal. If you're afraid, stay in your house, put black curtains up, and sit tight in safety. Listen to the animals around you. Don't worry about the people freaking out, panicking, smashing things to get to food where they're all freaking out. Right? Don't panic about that, like he just told you on that video. Right? They're going to be greedy people after money and food for survival reasons. Acting out of fear and panic. Alright? So if you've got your animals' food for 3 days, just in case the national grid gets turned off as a preventative measure to stop it being destroyed, then your animals are catered for. They'll reward you with kindness by giving you the heads up of what's coming. Correct? Alright. Right, now I've got to take my meds today, because you're not supposed to come off antidepressants quickly, are you? Because they found a link with antidepressants and mass shootings around the globe and mass stabbings. Yeah? They found a link with that, a provable link. And what happened when I started raising my voice Friday? Everyone started panicking. Is he going to repeat what he did the last time when we tried to set him up? No, because I've clearly explained it today, haven't I? You heard me do that to the landlords. Alright, and their neighbourhood manager was in the area checking while I was giving out these warnings over that. And what happened to the dog, Tyler's dog? Well, I keep my pet protectors here safe, to keep family safe, they give the other dogs in the neighbourhood warnings, and they all communicate in their own language. Correct? You've heard me prove that. While the others that don't get it complain about it all. They're loud and aggressive. Right, well, what's your cat's behaviour? Because your cats are telling you even rabbits will show little warning signs while they're hopping about. Right? So even that neighbour will get warning signs if she's got her rabbits indoors. And I'm talking animal rabbits, not anything deviant. Right? They will feel those vibrations coming through the floor and start hopping about indoors. So pay attention even to those pets. If they're acting out of character at an odd time, pay attention for the safety of your family and do not panic. Trust those animals. They are second density creatures. Humans are third density creatures. Okay? Right, take care. Have a lovely Tuesday, folks. Not sure what video this is. This is just a update after I've watched the earthquake energy forecast. You know I'm a slider. Street light interference syndrome is what SLI is for. I'm also a father and a grandparent. Right. I'm an old granddad that don't know shit and has been accused of being mad and this and that. So I won't be listened to. Believed. Right. So you have all the links there. Paperwork's all correct and true. Right. The other one's in training. All true and correct. I don't need no aggravation because that problem's been corrected. Right. And I'll put that back over there safely. We're not going by those dates, are we? On the paperwork when being told what to do. While I'm working on my health. Keeping family safe by training animals properly. These are nature's way of sorting out any problems in your stomach tract. The nature's disinfectant. Right? So, haven't taken any pain relief today. Even though multiple problems with disabilities, and I'm having to adapt. Is that private or military spotter? Because I was up there doing grid searches last night. Like I said, truthfully. Let's have a look at that. Here's the BGS data. All down the western side of the UK. Those 3 earthquakes. That means central UK, North Sea, haven't been hit yet. With what's coming around the Craton. If it hits on the UK, with that increase in magnitude, it could be enough to damage property and affect stuff like electrical grids with power pylons falling over and shit like that. Excuse my French. Right, so don't panic. Right, even underground ones. Get your fat arse out the way, Willow. Trying to do something. Let's just check that link first. double checking it. Let's shut the other link. It's quite a sensitive mouse. Let's just wait for it to click up. Am I connected to the internet? I am. It's not letting me access the link at the moment though, because I'm looking through uncensored search engine. Right, but the link's correct if you check with Dutch Sense. So we'll ignore that for now. It's there. Might be a grammar correction. So you need to double check through that link I've just showed you on the computer monitor. All right. The protector, the sovereign protector's obviously trying not to panic the herd if he knows something's coming. Whereas I don't lie. I'll prove what I'm saying. Right. Let's not get sidetracked here. Senior moments and all that. Right, now I've forgotten what I was, because the ADHDs took me off on that tangent where I tried to prove that link in the censoring. Correct? Right, so we're going to ignore that for now. You can double check back through my words on this video. Cloud radar, flight trader. That's it. Flight trader 24. All one word. Don't get fooled by other links. Right. There you go. Flighttrader24.com. Don't have nothing added on the end of it after the .com bit, because that'll be censorship directing you to a fake site for the governments. So you believe what they want you to believe. Right. So let's see what's in the air above Peterborough. There's Sandringham over that way, look. What's that sitting over Sandringham? Lake and Heath. Military, so I'm not going to click on that, because I'm only after the spotter that's over the UK, over Peterborough. Not available. Private aircraft. Private owner. Right? So someone of significance. Spotting from above. Ringham. Right? Looking in. So I've just proved that link, haven't I? Right? Nah, not available. Nah, not available. Private aircraft. So it could be sassy. Could be cloud seeding. I was contacted by a former SAS pilot over at Harp, who's now in Alaska. You can check on that back through my Facebook history, can't you? Big potatoes over there in Sandringham. Right. My relatives already know about it because I showed them the proof. That's the family members down south, yeah? It's just heading towards and around Peterborough flight path now. Correct. But I don't need to focus on that, do I? Because he's checking as Sovereign Protector doing his job. So he's been given a chance to do his job properly. While Five Eyes Security is under new ownership. Correct? So I've proved that as well. So all we got to do is have a bit of faith. And it'll all work out fine. Or it won't. Right. 2,000 more prisoners being released. I give you my verdict. Step by step. Cat A advice, yeah? Reformed. Yeah? I can't like or do any videos on here at the moment because I'm not logged in.
What is your hero power, little bro? 37? This spot is for top players like...
Ignore the adverts.
Good afternoon from Yami B TV.
If the content creator has an issue, I'm sure he'll let me know.
Prisoners release scheme of trying to make spaces in prison.
Right, fair use.
Others,
good man.
Instead, yeah. So, but
right, I'm still slowly chugging away on my coffee, my vape, bit of tobacco. Not safe to go and get my private medication at the moment, so I'm waiting for that stroke of the pen to keep everybody else safe. Because we're all healing from traumas using that private medication. Nothing more serious than that. Just that. Not the heavy shit. The heavy shit is people with dentistry problems, isn't it? Yeah, when they're not getting their free dentistry on the NHS. So they're having to privately source right, even that. Just so it takes the pain away from the teeth, which just you can then push out your face. You don't need a dentist in there digging around, do you? Right? I've done it myself. Ask my kids. Told the probation officer, the lady one that I had, why? I said, well, I went off the rails a little bit. Yeah? Not getting free dentistry, am I? So I pushed the tooth out myself. Right? I even said to me son about it when they was giving him shit at work. Yeah? I said, well, you've got the proof in your mouth, haven't you? You're not lying. If they want to see a tooth, yeah, take this one of mine. It's got the same DNA on it, isn't it? With your mother's as well. Tooth's still in here somewhere, in amongst all the chaos, or it's been cleaned up and been thrown out in amongst all the jumble, of life. Not for a jumble sale, but yeah. He never did take the tooth because he was doing it the correct way and being honest. Right? So his first court case, when he got done for a breach, yeah, all that was truthful. It was set up for a woman. It was set up over a woman. It was female domestic violence, mate. I gave the solicitor the proof. Said, I've got the proof of that. Right? He's a good father. The same as he's a good father now. Well, they try to get him to react the same way, same person, yeah? Not the person I'm pointing at on the screen, but the same woman. Probably about what happened over Roxy. Truth be told. Because I don't lie to my grandchildren or my children, especially about death. So my grandson, who gave me this cup, Jaden, as a child when he was being homeschooled by me, watching Dutch Sense videos, I showed him how plate tectonics in the Pacific work using I think it was a pen and something else going by memory, but there's been too many distractions. Just using a pen and a something to balance the pen on, right? And showed how the energy transfers from one side of the Pacific to the other side of the Pacific. I said, do you get what he's just taught you on that video? Yeah? I said, do you get that now? I said, so if the earthquake hits that side of the building, then as the plate stabilises after hitting Hawaii, it's then going to move around the natural earthquake path and hit the other side of the Pacific, right? And then the plate will settle down again. That's plate tectonics. Yeah, he got it first lesson. A hyperactive child. Right, it's as simple as that. I was taught by a hyperactive teacher. I suffer from ADHD, have done since I was a child, as was my father. But my father had the right training and made a success of his life. My birth mother, though, and let's be truthful about this one, saw my father in me. Couldn't control me, even as a very young child, let's say, for example, 4 or 5 year old. So first of all, mental home, down in Broadstairs, where I met a lovely black lady, being honest, using the correct language, who had 6 fingers and 6 toes. So that's why she was in there. Because anything they class as abnormal, my prisons and my mental homes have ever open doors. Remember that line from that Crash lyric? Big A, little a? Yeah? Right? The writing's on the walls, isn't it? In Babylon. About those that came from above with 2 rows of teeth, 6 fingers, 6 toes, much, much bigger than humans. Is that not in the Sumerian clay tablets and the cuneiform language? Which is what the Bible is based on. It's all incorporated into that book. The advanced manual, though, they can't corrupt because it's been done in a different way. And that's the manual I read. Because it's a manual for the planet. Which might Muslim brothers. We'll tell you about, right? Charlie Big Potatoes over in Sandringham. That's why you're the defender of the faiths. So we'll leave it to you to correct the misguided agitator. It's just winding people up, distracting people from being safe, because all those agitating idiots are going to be trying to use those opportunities, which I've described in the videos today, to run amok. And it's then down to the sovereign protector to protect all faiths and do his job properly. So we'll leave that to him. And I'm sure Charlie Big Potatoes over that way, as the crow flies from here, will say, pardon me. But it made his ears prick up like radars. I'm going to listen to some Cat A advice anyway. Right? And the advice that's coming from that man. Yeah? Who I don't call Big Ears, because I've got respect for that brother as well. And there's no name dropping, is there? Right? Let's have a look. I can hear the fly buzzing about in here, but I don't need to zap it. It's just one of nature's telltale things, right? You've seen the state of the house because of my disability. You know why? It's not about money or anything else. It's about adapting and working around a disability, yeah? Right, what we got to eat today? Let's have a look in here. It's all clean. That's only water on the floor from the curtains are closed because of the informants causing problems. So, what we got in here? Yam chips, roast potatoes, garlic bread, mixed veg, hot and spicy chicken wings. Not much else in there for a reason. Just in case. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket now, do you? Oh, that sounded a bit brick top, didn't it? Right. So there's enough for the dogs, enough for me. We can always go hunting if they don't listen to the advice. Ignore all the messes. You can always heat water up and wash what you need, can't you? But I'm having a sciatic nerve issue. Can feel it, so end of video.